What's going on, everybody? This is your WOF Outlook and Discussion for Wednesday, April 12th, 2023. And before we get into today's video, I hope everyone is doing well, remaining positive, and as always, staying blessed. All right, you guys, taking a look at the surface map this morning, you can see our main feature. If you take a look down here at the Gulf of Mexico, will be this Gulf low, which is what we're going to be talking about. And we're also going to be talking about the return of the severe weather threat that's going to be coming for the end of this week into the weekend, you guys. But as we take a look here, you can see across the Pacific Northwest, we still have low pressure here spinning in moisture, which could lead to some showers and thunderstorms here across parts of Oregon here, even parts of southern Washington here, you guys. Even here going into parts of the Rockies, you could see some showers and thunderstorms, you guys. Even as we take it further down towards the southern United States, where this Gulf flow is at, you guys, we're going to have a general thunderstorm risk here across the deep south into the Florida peninsula here. And we also do have a slight marginal risk here of severe weather for the extreme eastern parts of the Mississippi Gulf Coast, moving east towards Mobile and the extreme coastal areas of parts of the western and central Florida panhandle. As this Gulf low moves up to the north, in this little area is going to have a chance that we could see a few cells spin and possibly create some water spouts or even a few tornadoes right along the coastline. So that's going to be something else we're going to keep a lookout for, you guys. And as you can see across the eastern U.S., north of this Gulf low, high pressure is in full control. Look at the warm temperatures that we have, you guys, warming up. So it's going to be a pretty warm spring day here across the south, you guys. Now, as I pause this, all right, you guys, we're going to go courtesy of Tropical Tibbets. I want to show you guys the Gulf low here in the Gulf. And as you can see, you can see on the visible satellite imagery, you can see the upper low is here in western Louisiana, but you can see the surface low is centered right here, just due south of the mouth of the river. And as the day goes along, you guys, this surface low should continue to drift to the north a north-northwest as this upper low here continues to probably just meander and drift to the south. So they're basically going to be rolling around each other, you guys. But you can see this is a very disorganized Gulf low, and you can even see on the visible satellite imagery. Hold on, you guys, it's going a little slow. All right, there we go. As you can see on the visible satellite imagery, you can see the strong westerly to southwest upper level winds here across the Gulf, which is why this system is not expected to become anything really bona fide tropical because of this. Already the waters in the Gulf are not really that ideally warm, particularly here along the northern Gulf. We still have 70-degree waters, sufficient enough for something tropical, weak in nature. But with these strong southwest winds, I just cannot see anything fully tropical really getting going here unless it happens right at the coast here as it's coming inland. You guys, as we take a look at the water vapor imagery, also courtesy of Tropical Tidbits, you can see the upper level low here across West Louisiana, Southwest Louisiana, real well. Here's the upper level low spinning. The surface low is right here, you guys. I have the cursor, the mouse spinning, and look at the strong shear that's coming across that low. Until that subsides, this low is not going to really get any better organized than what it currently is. But you guys, as this continues to drift to the north, the heavy showers, the heavy rain, and gusty winds will continue to drift to the north along with it as well, you guys. And this is the radar. As you can see along the mouth of the river, extreme southeast Louisiana, some showers. But other than that, nothing really too much going on further inland yet. And across the Florida Peninsula, the southern Florida Peninsula, we do have quite a bit of showers going on there in the Miami area, Cape Coral, all these areas, even down into the Florida Keys. It's going to be a wet day today, you guys. So be on the lookout. All right, as we take a look here at the GFS, courtesy of Tropical Tidbits, here we go. This will be about noontime today. You can see the low pressure here just off the mouth of the river. And as we continue this along, by 7 p.m. today, you can see it'll be just about starting to make landfall across southeast Louisiana, according to the GFS. And this will be on the west side of the mouth of the river. So this means that we could see some strong showers here across southeast Louisiana and even into the New Orleans area. It will be something that we will keep a lookout for throughout the day, you guys. So if you haven't done so, please be sure to subscribe so you can stay weather aware and up to date as the Storm Prediction Center and the Weather Prediction Center comes out with the updates. I have them on the fly for you here in my shorts tab or at your weather on the fly. And as you can see, as we continue to go overnight, you guys, into Thursday, this low pressure comes inland across southeast Louisiana, spreading in nothing but some heavy rain, gusty winds. And as I showed you with the marginal risk along the Alabama and immediate Florida Gulf Coast, we could see a few spin ups of some water spouts and maybe even some tornadoes, you guys, as this low pressure system moves inland. And that's not uncommon when we have Gulf lows and even tropical systems moving inland. We could see a few spin ups depending on the dynamics and how everything is going with the system. And this is about 12 a.m. This is maybe waking up Thursday morning, you guys. I say 12 a.m., I mean 7 a.m. You can see the low pressure be over southeast Louisiana with moisture being funneled in and also into parts of Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, and starting to enter Georgia. And as we continue this on out, this mess continues to move out into the Carolinas for the weekend. Well, it looks like it's going to be out of there for the weekend mostly for them, but for Friday, it's probably going to be pretty much a wet day for the Carolinas, you guys. So be on the lookout for that. As we go to the European model, here's the 850 millibar vortice here, you guys, in the lower levels. You can see we have a broad, basically a broad spin, you guys, south of New Orleans, you guys. And as we continue to move this on along, you can tell it's just a broad spin, nothing really getting too organized here as this just continues to drift and move due north inland across southeast Louisiana, southern Mississippi, and Alabama as the day goes along, you guys. So, as I said, it's going to be something for us to keep an eye out on for the remainder of today and for tomorrow, you guys. Now we're going to take it back to the models, you guys. We're going to take a look at the HRRR to see how these showers are going to possibly start to evolve here. So let's take the radar off, you guys. Get all my stuff off, you guys. I want to keep the fronts on because I'll take them off, you guys. All right, let's see. And before we go to the HRRR, I want to show you again the marginal risk. Let's go through the categories. The probabilities real quick. You can see 2% tornado risk, you guys. So there is that chance, as I said, for a few spin ups that could possibly happen as these cells move inland from out of the Gulf. There's really no hail probability with this system. And there could be some, few strong locally gusty winds here right along the coast as well. We have to watch out for, you guys. But as we take convective outlook day one off and we go to the HRRR, we're going to start at about the noon time, you guys. I'm gonna put the contours on. All right. And as you can see around noon, we should have showers and maybe even a few thunderstorms starting to increase in coverage here across southeast Louisiana in just about another 2, 3 more hours. And that extends all the way down towards South Florida, the Miami area. Heavy rains. I'm sure flooding will be ongoing here across South Florida as they have been inundated with rain in the Miami area over the last several days, you guys. And as we move this on to about 4 p.m., let's check and see what's going on. You can see as this broad low continues to move north, showers and thunderstorms start to overspread the New Orleans area. Even parts of the North Shore could be receiving some heavy rain. And showers starting to approach the Mississippi, Alabama Gulf Coast, Florida Panhandle as we move into the late afternoon, going into the early evening hours. As we go into late evening, starting to move into overnight, you can see the low continues to move north, continues to move due north, you guys, possibly even a little north-northwest movement towards the mouth of the river. But as you can see, the showers are continuing to penetrate further inland here across Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and Florida. As we move into the overnight hours, going into Thursday, you can see the HRRR actually tries to tighten this system up even more, you guys. But as of right now, I'm not buying too much of a real organized system until I continue to see how this evolves later on throughout the day. But I'm going to continue with a disorganized mess of a Gulf low, just bringing in moisture and gusty winds. As you can see, you guys, currently moisture just going to continue to be moving further inland, Jackson, Mississippi, starting to get into parts of central Mississippi and Alabama as we get into the overnight hours. We move to 7 in the morning here, you guys. On Thursday, you can see the HRRR has this coming inland right around my friends here, Ocean Springs. Right at Ocean Springs, the HRRR actually has the center of this Gulf low coming inland. And you can see the heavy rains that'll be ongoing here, Hattiesburg possibly. Some heavy rains with this system. And see these feeder bands here with these cells? Any of these cells could have a few spin ups going on with them, you guys, as this makes landfall here across southern Mississippi. And since we are at 7 a.m. on Thursday, you guys, that will segue us into convective outlook day 2, which we do have. And I want to take this off real quick. Let's see, take that contour. We do have a marginal risk here, and that is for these cells. You can see in the marginal risk for parts of just about the majority of Alabama, most of Georgia, and parts of in the Florida Panhandle, and about half of the Florida Peninsula down to Tampa Bay. A marginal risk for severe weather will be in store as this system moves along. We check the categories. Here we go. Tornado risk. Looks like this is at a 5%, you guys. 2%, you guys. Sorry about that. 2% tornado risk for these cells as this system spins. These cells could also have a little spin with them and produce the water spouts and possibly tornadoes. No hail, you guys. And the wind probability the same. 5% possible for some gusty winds as this continues to move inland on Thursday. Now let's continue to HRRR out, you guys. And as we go to about noontime on Thursday, all right, let's see. You can see this continues to further move inland across Mississippi, and look at the heavy rain starting to move into North Mississippi, Alabama, the Atlanta area. Heavy rains for Thursday. As we move into the afternoon, you guys, let's continue to, all right, you can see the HRRR has this system slowly creeping north here across Mississippi, approaching the Jackson, Mississippi area, with showers now starting to get into Tennessee, you guys, and even parts of extreme southwest North Carolina. And see these little cells they have in eastern Mississippi and southern Alabama and Georgia in the afternoon on Thursday, you guys, these cells will have the possibility to be producing some severe weather as the system continues to move inland. We move on to about 9 p.m. Thursday, you guys, and as you can see, as this continues to move inland and the showers now along Florida's east coast, and starting to move into parts of eastern Georgia and South Carolina, you guys. So we will be continuing to keep an eye out on this system here at your Weather on the Fly throughout today and tomorrow. If you haven't done so already, be sure to share, like, and subscribe so you can stay up to date on the latest here as the Storm Prediction Center and Weather Prediction Center comes out with the updates. I have them here for you guys. And as you can see, for tomorrow as well, there's going to be a general thunderstorm risk here across parts of the west central United States also. Now, I want to clear this off. And before we go, you guys, I want to also quickly show you all that Convective Outlook Day 3, we do have a slight risk of severe weather for parts of North Texas, the Dallas area, East Central Oklahoma, and even extending into parts of East Central Kansas, you guys. So we will be on the lookout. I will have more on this severe threat tomorrow, you guys. We're going to take a look at the HRRR, see how how this severe threat is going to possibly be evolving. And as well as we go into Saturday, you guys, we do have this threat does shift towards the Memphis area and parts of southern Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, northern Mississippi, and even parts of extreme northeast Louisiana and eastern Arkansas, you guys. So everyone be safe, be careful. That's going to be it for this one. And as I said, we're going to continue to keep up with this Gulf low here at your Weather on the Fly today and tomorrow. And we will come back and take a look at this severe weather threat for the end of the week and into the weekend tomorrow morning, you guys. So talk to you later. See you then.